Okay, hi boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing a problem solving lesson about how we could use simpler numbers to solve the problem. Okay, remember when we do problem solving that we have to use our GWPS steps. So for G, remember we identify what is the information given to us in the problem. W, what are they asking us to do? The P is for planning how we're going to solve the problem, either add, subtract, multiply, divide, or also it could be a strategy, like we could compare, we could draw a picture, we could make a chart. And then the S is for our solution, which we write as a sentence because the solution answers the question that's asked in the W. Okay, so here's an example. It says a piece of ribbon is 12 7/8 feet long. Kim cuts off two pieces that are each 4 3/8 feet. Does she have enough ribbon left to cut one more piece the same length? So let's start with the G. What information are they giving to us? Well, they're telling us that she has a piece of ribbon. The ribbon is 12 7/8 feet, right? She's gonna cut off two pieces that are 4 3/8 feet. So she's going to cut two pieces 4 3/8 feet each one. Okay? So what do they want us to figure out? Well, they're asking, does she have enough ribbon left to cut one more piece? So does she have enough? Right, they mean after she gets these pieces, does she have enough left? Does she have enough to cut one more piece? The same length. So that same length would be another piece that's 4 3/8 feet. Okay? So now that we know what they're asking, how can we solve this problem? Well, the whole strategy is to use simpler numbers. So what would that be? That would mean that we would need to figure out first how much the total she cuts is. So if she has two pieces that are each 4 3/8 feet, we have to find the total of that, which would be adding, right? Then we want to know if after she has that total cut off, how much would be left. So to find out how much is left, we're going to need to subtract that and then see if it's enough to cut, so then we would have to compare. Okay? Don't worry, we're doing it together. Deep breaths. So now let's do the adding part first to figure out how much the total she cut was. So we're going to add 4 3/8 plus 4 3/8. Why are we adding them? Because she cut two pieces of that length. So we want to find out the total of everything she cut. So remember, first we do the fraction. 3/8 plus 3/8 gives us 6/8. 4 plus 4 gives us 8. So 8 6/8 is how much ribbon she cut. Okay? Now, remember she started with this much, 12 7/8. So we have to figure out how much is left. So we're going to subtract what she started with, 12 7/8, minus what she cut, the 8 6/8. Okay, we subtract the fraction first. 7/8 minus 6/8 is 1/8. 12 minus 8 gives us 4. So we're left with 4 1/8 left. Now, does she have enough to cut one more piece the same length? Remember, the same length was 4 3/8. So is 4 1/8 enough to make 4 3/8, remember, we look at the whole numbers, they're the same. So we go to the fraction. This is 1/8, this is 3/8. So this one is less, which means our solution would be Kim does not have enough ribbon. Why? Because she needs 4 3/8 and she only has 4 1/8, so that's not enough. Okay? I hope this is helpful. If you need help, you can go on to the Zoom hours and ask me. If you're watching this later in the day, you can go on the next day and ask me, that's fine. And then you're gonna work on your workbook page, which has more problems similar to this. It's basically just adding or subtracting. So no crazy multiplying or dividing, okay? Have a good day.